pants and my plaid. I'm gonna be reading to you though. Okay. Let's see if I can make this for you. I think it's like leaning. You're like, Lisa, you're doing a big skill right now. Oh, my ear is getting clogged. Oh. I always press like on the outside of it, because then it like makes it feel unclogged. Alright. I have my wonderful blankets and stuff. My jeans, the back pocket, it's ripped. And you can see the darker denim underneath. And I wore it out 2 weekends ago. And my sister was like, Lisa, your pants have a hole in it and your underwear is showing. I'm like, what? I was hanging out with my guy friends. I was like, why would no one tell me? So then I look and I'm like, Lauren, that's my back pocket. That's not my underwear. She's so silly sometimes. Okay. I'm gonna read. I'm on a chapter called Potatoes. Potato. Elsa wasn't eavesdropping. She's not the sort of person who eavesdrops, especially on Christmas Eve morning. She just happens to be standing there on the stairs early the next morning, and that's when she heard Britt Marie and Kent talking. It wasn't on purpose. She was looking for the worse in her Gryffindor scarf, and the door of Kent and Britt Marie's flat was open. After she stood there for a while listening, she realized that if she walked past the door now, they'd spot her, and it would look as if maybe she'd been standing on the stairs, eavesdropping deliberately. So she just stayed put. Britt Marie, hollered Kent from the inside, judging by the echo. He was in the bathroom, and judging by the volume of his shouting, she was very far away. Yes, answered Britt Marie, sounding as if she was standing quite close to him. Where is my damn electric razor? Yelled Kent without apologizing for yelling. Elsa disliked him a lot for that, because it's damned, not damn. Second drawer, answered Britt Marie. Why did he put it there? It's always in the first drawer. It's always been in the second drawer. A second drawer was opened, then there came the sound of an electric razor, but not the slightest sound of Kent saying thanks. Britt Marie went into the flat's foyer and leaned out the front door with Kent's suit in her hand. Gently brushed invisible fluff from one arm. She didn't see Elsa, or at least Elsa didn't think she did, and because Elsa wasn't quite sure, she realized that now she had to stay where she was and look as if she was supposed to be there, as if she was just out inspecting the quality of the railings or something like that. Not at all as if she was eavesdropping. It got very complicated, the whole thing. Britt Marie disappeared back into the flat. Did you talk to David and Pernilla? She asked pleasantly. Yes. So when are they coming? Damned if I know. But I have to plan the cooking, Kent. Let's just eat when they come. 6 or 7, maybe, Kent said dismissively. Well, which then, Kent? Asked Britt Marie, sounding worried. 6 or 7. Jesus Christ, Britt Marie, it doesn't make any damn difference. If it doesn't make any difference, then maybe 6:30 is about right. Fine, whatever. Did you tell them we normally eat at 6? We always eat at 6. But you did say that to David and Pernilla. We've been having dinner at 6 since the beginning of time. They probably worked that out by now, said Kent with a sigh. I see. Is there something wrong with that now, all of a sudden? No. Let's say 6 then. If they're not here, they're not here, said Kent, as if he was anyway quite sure they wouldn't come. I have to go now. I have a meeting with Germany, he added while walking out the bathroom. I'm only trying to arrange a nice Christmas for the whole family, Kent, said Britt-Marie despondently. Can we just bloody heat up the food when they come? If I can just know when they are coming, I can make sure the food is hot when they arrive, said Britt-Marie. Let's just eat when everyone is here, if it's so bloody important. And when will everyone be here then? Damn, Britt-Marie, I don't know. You know what they like? They could come at 6 or they could come at 8:30. Britt-Marie stood in silence for a few grim seconds. Then she took a deep breath and tried to stabilize her voice as you do when not wanting to be obvious that you're yelling inside. We can't have Christmas dinner at 8:30, Kent. I know that. So the kids will just have to eat when they damn well get here, won't they? There's no need to get short, said Britt-Marie, sounding a bit short. Where are my damn cufflinks? Asked Kent, and started tottering around the flat with his half-knotted tie trailing behind him. In the second drawer in the chest, Britt-Marie replied. Aren't they usually in the first? They've always been in the second. Elsa just stands there, not eavesdropping, obviously, but there's a big mirror hanging in the foyer just inside the front door, and when Elsa stands on the stairs, she can see Ken's reflection in it. Britt-Marie is neatly turning down his shirt collar over the tie and gently pushing the lapel of his suit jacket. When are you coming home? She asked in a low voice. I don't bloody know. You know how the Germans are. Don't wait up for me. Kent answers evasively, extricating himself and heading for the door. Put the shirt directly in the washing machine when you come in, please, says Britt-Marie and comes padding after him to brush something from his trouser leg. Kent looks at his watch, the way men with very expensive watches do when they look at them. Elsa knows that because Kent told Elsa's mom that his watch cost more than a Kia. In the washing machine, please, Kent, directly as soon as you come home, Britt-Marie calls out. Kent steps onto the landing without answering. He catches sight of Elsa. He doesn't seem to think she's been eavesdropping at all, but on the other hand, he doesn't look very pleased to see her. Yo, he says with a grin in that way grown men say yo to children because they think that's how children talk. Elsa doesn't answer because she doesn't talk like that. Kent's telephone rings. It's a new telephone, Elsa notices. Kent looks as if he'd like to tell her what it costs. That's Germany calling, he says to Elsa, and looks as if he's only just remembering that she was very much implicated in the Cellar Series-related incident yesterday that resulted in his lost phone being put out of action. He looks as if he remembers the poison as well and what it cost. Elsa shrugs as if she's challenging him to a fight. Kent starts yelling, Yes, Claus, into his new phone as he disappears down the stairs. Elsa takes a few steps toward the stairs but stops in the doorway. In the hall mirror, she sees the bathroom. Britt-Marie is standing there, carefully rolling up the cord of Kent's electric shaver before putting it in the third drawer. She comes out into the hall, catches sight of Elsa, folds over her stomach. Oh, I see, she says. I wasn't eavesdropping, said Elsa at once. Britt-Marie straightens the coats on the hangers in the hall and carefully brushes the back of her hand over all of Kent's overcoats and jackets. Elsa shoves the tips of her fingers into the pockets of her jeans and mumbles. Thanks. Britt-Marie turns around surprised. Pardon me? Elsa groans like you do when you're almost 8 and have to say thanks twice. I said thanks or not saying anything to the police about, she says, stopping herself before she says the worst. Britt-Marie seems to understand. You should have informed me about the horrible creature, young lady. It's not a horrible creature. Not until it bites someone. It will never bite anyone, and it saved you from Sam, growls Elsa. Britt-Marie looks as if she's about to say something, but she leaves it, because she knows it's true. And Elsa is going to say something, but she also leaves it, because she knows that Britt-Marie actually returned the favor. She looks into the flat through the mirror. Why did you put the razor in the wrong drawer, she asks. Britt-Marie brushes her skirt, folds her hands. I don't know what you're talking about. she says, even though Elsa very well sees what she does. Kat said it was always in the first drawer, but you said it was always in the second drawer, and then after he's gone, you put it in the third drawer, says Elsa. And then Britt Marie looks distracted for just a few moments in something else, alone perhaps, and then she mumbles, Yes, maybe I did. Elsa tilts her head. Why? And then there's silence for an eternity of fairy tale silences, and then Britt Marie whispers as if she'd forgotten that Elsa is standing there in front of her. Because I like it when he shouts my name. And then Britt Marie closes the door, and Elsa stands outside and tries to dislike her. It doesn't go all that well. Swiss meringues. You have to believe, Granny always said that, you have to believe in something in order to understand the tales. It's not important what exactly you believe in, but there's got to be something, or you may as well forget the whole damn thing. And maybe in the end, that's what all of this is about. Elsa finds her Gryffindor scarf in the snow outside the house where she dropped it, wherein she had charged at Sam the night before. The green-eyed policewoman is standing a few yards away. The sun has hardly risen. The snow sounds like popcorn popping as she walks over it. Hello, offers Elsa. Green Eyes nod silently. You're not much of a talker, are you? Green Eyes smiles. Elsa wraps the scarf around herself. Did you know my granny? Policewoman scans along the house wall and over the little street. Everyone knew your grandmother. And my mom? Green Eyes nodded again. Elsa squints at her. Alf says you're best friend. She nods again. Elsa wonders how that would feel to have a best friend who's your own age. Then she stands in silence beside the policewoman and watches the sun come up. It's going to be a beautiful Christmas Eve despite everything that's happened. She clears her throat and heads back to the front entrance, stopping with her hand on the door handle. Have you been on guard here all night? She nods again. Will you kill Sam if he comes back? I hope not. Why not? Because it's not my job to kill. What is your job then? To protect. Him or us? Elsa asks reproachfully. Both. He's the one who's dangerous, not us. Green Eyes smiles without looking happy. When I was small, your grandmother used to say that if you become a police officer, you can't choose who to protect. You have to try to protect everyone. Did she know you wanted to become a policewoman, Elsa? She's the one who made me want to become one. Why? Green Eyes starts smiling, genuinely this time. Because I was afraid of everything when I was small, and she told me I should do what I was most afraid of. I should laugh at my fears. Elsa nods as if this confirms what she already knew. It was you and Mom, wasn't it? The Golden Knights who saved the Telling Mountain from the knowing and the fears, and built Naya Dakas. It was you and Mom. Policewoman raises her eyebrows imperceptibly. There are many things in your grandmother's fairy tales, I think. Elsa opens the door, puts her foot in the opening, and stops there. Did you know my mom first or my granny? Your grandmother. You're one of the children on her bedroom ceilings, aren't you? Green Eyes looks directly at her. She smiles again in a real way. You're smart. She always said you were the smartest girl she ever met. Elsa nods. The door closes behind her, and it ends up being a beautiful Christmas Eve despite everything. She looks for the worst in the cellar storage unit and in Renault, but they're both empty. She knows the wardrobe in Granny's flat is also empty, and the worst is definitely not in Mom's and George's flat because no healthy being can stand being there on Christmas morning. Mom is even more efficient than usual at Christmas. She normally starts her Christmas shopping in May each year. She says that's because she's organized, but Granny used to disagree and say it's actually because she was anal. And then Elsa used to have to wear her headphones for quite a long time. But this year Mom decided to be a bit free-spirited and crazy, so she waited until the 1st of August before asking what Elsa wanted for Christmas. She was very angry when Elsa refused to tell her, even though Elsa expressively asked if she understood how much someone changes as a person in half a year when they're almost 8. So Mom did what Mom always does. She went and bought the present on her own initiative, and it went as it usually went, to hell. Elsa knew that because She knew her mom hid her presents. What do you expect when you buy an almost 8-year-old her present 5 months early? So this year Elsa is getting 3 books that are about different themes in some way or other, touched upon by various characters. Like in the Harry Potter books. They're wrapped in a paper that Elsa likes very much. Elsa knows that because Mom's first present was utterly useless, and when Elsa informed her of that in October, they argued for about a month, and then Elsa's mom gave up and gave Elsa money instead so she could go buy what you want then. And then she wrapped them in a paper like she liked very much and put the parcel in Mom's not-so-secret place, and praised Mom for, again, being so considerate and sensitive that she knew exactly what Elsa wanted this year, and then Mom called Elsa a Grinch. Elsa has become very attached to this tradition. She rings Alf's bell half a dozen times before he opens. He's got his dressing gown on, his irritated expression, and his Juvenet's coffee cup. "What's the matter?" he barks. "Merry Christmas," says Elsa without answering the question. "I'm sleeping," he grunts. "It's Christmas Eve morning." Elsa informs him. "I do know that," he says. "Why are you sleeping then?" "I was up late last night." "Doing what?" Alf takes a sip of his coffee. "What are you doing here?" "I asked first," Elsa insists. "I'm not the one standing at your door in the middle of the night." "It's not in the middle of the night, and it's Christmas." He drinks some more coffee. She kicks his doormat irritably. "I can't find the worst." "I know that as well," Alf nods casually. "How?" "Because it's here." Elsa's eyebrows shoot up as if they just sat down in wet paint. "The worst is here?" "Yes." "Why didn't you say so?" "I just bloody did." "Why is it here?" "Because Kent came home at 5 this morning, and it couldn't sit on the stairs. Kent would have bloody called the police if he found out it was still in the house." Elsa peers into the Alf's flat. The worst is sitting on the floor, lapping at something in a big metal bowl in front of it. It says Juvenet's on it. The metal bowl, that is. "How do you know what time Kent came home?" "Because I was in the garage when he arrived in his bastard BMW," said Alf impatiently. "What were you doing in the garage?" asked Elsa patiently. I was waiting for him." "How long did you wait?" "Until 5 o'clock, I bloody said," he grunts. I guess she wasn't gonna say goodbye. Okay. Elsa thinks about giving him a hug but leaves it. Horace peers up from the metal bowl. He enormously pleased. Something black is dripping from his nose. Elsa turns to Alf. "Alf, did you give the worst coffee?" "Yes," says Alf, and looks as if he can't understand what could reasonably be wrong with that. "It's an animal. Why did you give it coffee?" Alf scratches his scalp, which for him is the same thing as scratching his hair. Then he adjusts his dressing gown. Elsa noticed that he has a thick scar running across his chest. He sees her noticing and looks grumpy about it. Alf goes into his bedroom and closes the door, and when he comes out again, he is wearing his leather jacket with the taxi badge. Even though it's Christmas Eve, they have to let the worst pee in the garage, because there are even more police outside the building, and not even a worst can hold out for very long after drinking a bowl of coffee. Granny would have loved that one. Peeing in the garage. It will drive Britt Marie the distraction. When they come up, Mom enjoyed his flat smells of Swiss meringues and pasta gratin with béarnaise sauce because Mom has decided that everyone in the house is having Christmas together this year. No one disagreed with her, partly because it was a good idea and partly because no one ever disagrees with Mom. And then George suggested that everyone should make their own favorite dish for Christmas buffet. He's good like that, George, which infuriates Elsa. The boy with the syndrome's favorite food is Swiss meringues, so his mom made it for him. Well, his mom got out all the ingredients, and Leonard picked all the meringues up off the floor. And Maud made the actual Swiss meringue while the boy and his mother were dancing. And then Maud and Leonard thought it was important that the woman in the black skirt also felt involved because they're good like that, so they asked if she wanted to prepare anything in particular. She just sat glued to her chair at the far end of the flat and looked very embarrassed and mumbled that she hadn't cooked for any food for several years. You don't cook very much when you live alone, she explained, and then Maud looked very upset and apologized for being so insensitive. And then the woman in the black skirt felt so sorry for Maud that she made a pasta gratin with béarnaise sauce, because that was her boy's favorite dish. So they all have Swiss meringue and pasta gratin with béarnaise sauce, because that's the sort of Christmas it is, in spite of it all. I'm probably pronouncing that wrong, but I will. The worst gets 2 buckets of cinnamon buns from Maud, and George goes to the cellar to fetch up the bathing tub Elsa had when she was a baby and fills it with mulled wine. With this as an incentive, the worst agrees to hide for an hour in the wardrobe in Granny's flat, and then Mom goes down and bites the police up from the outside the house. Green Eye sits next to Mom. They laugh. The summer intern is there too. He is the most Swiss meringue of them all and falls asleep on the sofa. The woman in the black skirt sits in silence at the table in the far corner. After they've eaten, while George is washing up and Maud wiping down the tables, and Leonard is sitting on the stool with a standby cup of coffee, waiting for the percolator and making sure it's not going to get up to any tricks. The boy with the syndrome goes through the flat and crosses the landing and goes into Granny's flat. When he comes back, he has cinnamon bun crumbs all around his mouth and so many worse hairs over his sweater. It looks like someone invited him to a fancy dress party, and he decided to dress up as a carpet. He gets a blanket from Elsa's room, and he walks up to a woman in a black skirt, looks at her for a long time, and then reaches up, standing on his tiptoes, and pinches her nose. Startled, she jumps, and the boy's mother makes the sort of scream that mothers make when their children pinch complete strangers' noses, and rushes towards him, but Maud gently catches hold of her arm and stops her. When the boy holds up his thumb, poking out between his index finger and his middle finger while looking at the woman in the black skirt, Maud explains pleasantly, "It's a game. He's pretending he stole your nose." The woman stares at Maud, stares at the boy, stares at the nose, and then she steals his nose. He laughs so loudly that the windows start rattling. He falls asleep in her lap, wrapped up in the blanket, when his mother, with an apologetic smile, tries to lift him off, observing as she does so that it's actually not all like him to be so direct. The woman in the black skirt touches her hand tremendously and whispers, If it's all right, could I hold him a little longer?" The boy's mother puts both her hands around the woman's hand and nods. The woman puts her forehead against the boy's hair and whispers, "Thanks." George makes more mulled wine, and everything feels almost normal and not at all frightening. After police have thanked them for the hospitality and headed back down the stairs, Maud looks unhappily at Elsa, and she says she can understand it must have been frightening for a child to have police in the house on Christmas Eve. But Elsa takes her by the hand and says, "Don't worry, Maud, this is a Christmas tale. We always have a happy ending," and it's clear that Maud believes it because you have to believe. I can't breathe. It's time for me to take a bath with little soap rose petals my sister got me. And I'm probably gonna go to bed so I can get back in my regular sleeping schedule for the week. Good night, my dears. Sleep well. Much love. Bye.